What's up, guys? It's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com, and in this Madden 20 tip, I'm going to show you how to absolutely destroy cover 4 drop. You're never going to lose to someone again running this defense. I can promise you that this passing concept I'm about to show you will absolutely destroy cover 4 with ease. Now, I've showed you some cover 4 bombs. We're not going to rely on bombing it here. I just want to show you an easy passing concept that you can use to easily dot this defense up, and any other defense really for the most part, especially the meta type defenses people use. So guys, if you like my content, make sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button in the corner of the video and then making sure your bell notifications are turned on so you don't miss any of our great videos. Another thing I will say is if you want some more tips on the Madden 20 single back wing tight U offensive scheme, be sure to subscribe to the Madden Vault on sportsgamers.com. I promise you guys we got the best Madden 20 tips and ebooks you will find. So we're in the Oakland Raiders playbook here in the single back wing tight U, and we're going to be using the play PAU drag wheel. Alright, I love this play to destroy cover 4 drop. We all know that, against these types of running formations, when someone can't use one of the meta run defenses like the Storm Brave, the Edge Blitz, the new little bench blitz from 2-4-5 odd, or even the spy and safeties defense from 3-3-5 wide, they tend to just want to sit back in the D like cover 4 drop, maybe cover 3 sky. Showed you how to bomb, destroy cover 3 yesterday. Today I want to focus on cover 4 drop. So this is the defense we all know and love. Very effective defense, very easy defense to use, but we can easily destroy it with this play. Now, guys, I personally like to run this formation with a hot master quarterback, and that's because, hot route master, quarterback, because I do like all the extra hot routes for this formation. I feel like you're best utilized with a hot route master quarterback and then an ability on your running back, and then also you can obviously add an ability to a receiver or tight end past that. Kind of up to you. This formation does allow you to, with the old lineman package, get 2 receivers in the game, where you see this player right here that I've highlighted on the inside right tight end. That package, you can get a receiver in there. Now, this is the key route in this play. If you don't have hot route master, I would at least recommend getting a tight end or 2 of tight end apprentice. And for this play, you'd want your tight end apprentice as this left tight end. Another thing is I like to have my 2 tight end side of the formation lined up on the wide side because I want to wheel route my running back and I want him going to the wide side. So my setup is as follows. I wheel route the running back, I streak the left receiver, I put that right tight end on a flat, and then I put this tight end right here on he's my receiver or tight end I kind of like utilize different routes with, but I like to either do a trail or a post. Both of these routes are really good, if they overplay the running back or the route to this inside right tight end. But I'm just going to go through all your different options here. So either a post or a trail route, both of them work pretty good. So let's take a look. Now, another thing you can do is motion this tight end out, a step or 2, snap the ball, but you don't have to do that. First read I want to take a look at is the tight end on this little strange looking route. This is a cover 4, or really any zone. This is really an any zone buster, to be quite honest with you. Most zone coverages have no chance of stopping this. The best zone to stop it, though, would be cover 2. But especially against cover 4, it's going to get naked because you can see that the outside quarter, deep zone, he has to play off the ball, drop back, defend the streak. Now, that's going to leave this guy wide open, just like this, coming across the middle. And that's kind of what we did here. Now, the other thing is, whether I put this guy in a trail route or a post, he's an important player. Because if they take their user defender and run with that inside right tight end, or maybe even the running back, this guy will be wide open over the middle of the field. But this is just a good route in general because once you get good at throwing it, you can kind of find a hole in any zone coverage. Even something like this where it doesn't look so open, you can low ball pretty much every time. It's almost like that motion slant route I showed you guys against zone coverage. Then the other thing here is we have the wheel route out of the backfield to the running back working with this flat. The flat's going to take any sort of flat zone to the sideline, which gives you an avenue to hit the wheel route out of the backfield. So you have 3 main players here to attack your cover 4 drop. Obviously, you kind of just want to look away from wherever the user is. So if we look at this again, let's say that they man this guy up or just, do something to kind of like try to cover him up. All right, that's cool. That's why we have this tight end right here on the post or the trail route. So, that if they overplay him, it's very easy to hit him back over the middle field on that trail route. All right, so that's another thing you can do. Like I said, you also have that running back out of the backfield. Very good option as well. You just have a ton of reads, and like I said, you can do a post or a trail route to that left tight end. It doesn't really matter, but you always do need to have the running back side of the formation on the the two tight end side of the formation on the wide side of the field, so that just as you guys see here, when you hot route the running back to a wheel route, he'll go to the wide side, and you want him going away from the tight end that's running across the middle of the field. You see that he runs across the middle and then up. This is a key route. So we want to have the other action going away from that side of the field, so that if they do user this left side of the field with this tight end, I can either hit the tight end on the post or the trail route, or the running back out of the backfield on the wheel route, just like I did here. Now, be quite honest, guys, I probably do prefer the trail route setup with this play because, like I said, even if this guy looks somewhat covered in zone, you can pretty much lowball it every single time if it's not being used, and it's pretty easy to consistently do that. Just look at this. See, like, I know we got swatted away, but I'm comfortable doing that every single time because I know that 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna catch it because it's just a throw I'm used to, and even if it gets swatted down, I mean, the worst case comes to worst, that's an incompletion. But you guys can see there, able to just complete that. Really, guys, it's just something you need to practice the timing on because it's going to be open every time at a different point depending upon the exact zone they're in. And even if the coverage is tight as it's been the last 2 times, you can kind of just lowball it, and they pretty much just don't react, as you can see here. It's pretty easy to do. So there's a lot of different things you can do with this play. I really do like that tight end route because it's very unique. Most people are not used to that route, and it's pretty easy to attack with. Now, I do want to show you guys, in case they're running cover 4 quarters out of 3-4 odd, this play still really works really well. It's good. That tight end is, again, going to pretty much always be open. Then, again, you still do have more reads. So let's take a look. Look at our tight end. That's the first thing I want to look at. He gets super open because in, a cover 4 quarters, that's got matching principles to where you're going to see that not only does this be cover 4 drop, but again, cover 4 quarters because the DBs are matching, or this DB is matching the street, and then this guy right here is matching my little trail route, and this is leaving him butt naked wide open. So again, this is a very unique route. This is one of my favorite plays in the whole formation. I love this play for different setups. This is one of my favorite plays to use against the people who run the meta man defenses for run D that I do break down on sportsgamers.com. I break down that there and many more. But against zone coverage is good too because it's just a strange route because this route right here goes across the field and then up. Like, no zone really is going to be able to check that. And that's not even a route that most people are used to guarding either, so it just catches them off guard. But even if they did manually cover that guy, you'll see that against cover 4 quarters we have other options here, namely the running back out of the backfield. And even though they do match that trail route, that's the thing, that trail route beats man coverage. So you can throw it open later on in the route, or you can just even low ball it, and they're not going to react. Like, I promise you, they do not react to that low ball. But again, here you can see the running back is just so wide open too. So if they go and guard that tight end manually, the running back will be naked. That's a great, easy read for you to make. Super, super easy. And again, I do want to show you how you can easily hit this trail, or you can even put them on a post. It really doesn't, like I said, either one work. But both of them are going to, give you the opportunity to beat this match coverage. As you guys can see, pretty easy. You can just throw them open. That trail route, like I said, the trail route is a lot easier to even low ball. So he's kind of your wild card. I would either put him on a trail or a post. I think the post beats match a little bit easier, but the trail is a little bit better overall, I feel like, because, again, you can low ball the trail route a little bit easier than the post. Another thing I want to say is if you don't have Hot Route Master, or you don't even have your tight end apprentice, so you can't do any extra hot routes, what I'd recommend doing at that point is a smart routed in route. It's not quite as good as the other options, but it still is a route that will occupy the middle of the field, and it still does beat man pretty good as well. So that's kind of what I do. You'll see here, like, you can see that it beats man. You kind of just I threw it a little bit late because you don't want that defender to get involved in the play. Anyways, I do want to show you this in route, how it will work against cover 4 drop if you don't have Hot Route Master. Guys can see it's a good match beater, but if you don't have the Hot Route Master, it does this job, just probably not quite as good as the post or the trail route, to be honest with you, against zone. But, it still does its job in occupying that middle, so that if someone, leaves their zone to go guard the running back or something like that, you can see that, that's a quick, easy dot over the middle. So if that guy leaves to go guard that running back wheel route, or maybe he runs with the other tight end that goes across the field before going up, that is going to be an opening. So here you can see, like, I see the running back, I know that's going to be open, so I leave the middle, bam, easy. So, it isn't quite as good, which is why, again, I do recommend either Hot Route Master or Tight End Apprentice, but it still does the trick. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tip. This is a very, very, very easy way to dice up cover 4 drop, or even the cover 4 quarters that has matching principles. It works the same way against either. It gives you really 3 main options, which is the inside right tight end, the left tight end, and the running back. The receiver on the streak and the tight end on the flat, obviously they're there. Like the tight end or the receiver on the streak would be there for a bomb if they just play a stupid defense to give a bomb up. The tight end on the flat would just be there, like if they play a crazy blitzing defense, or maybe they just don't have anyone in the flats. It's just an easy, quick throw to pick up yards. But they're honestly more so to occupy other defenders to open up your other options. Yes, you can throw it to them, but they're more so decoys to open up to other players. Anyways, this is a great way to be cover 4 drop. I hope you guys enjoy it. Till next time, it's Duke. I'm out of here.